Whether you are looking for high-end cabinets or award-winning, one-of-a-kind specialty furniture and doors, Catterton Woodworks is your place. Catterton creates just the look the discriminating customers are looking for. Welcome back to Discover Burning. Today we have Brent Catterton of Catterton Woodworking with us. Thank you for joining us, Brent.
Thank you for having me.
You know, I just love all the pieces, the furniture and the doors. How long have you been doing woodwork?
I started actually in high school, but as an occupation, I've been doing it for about 25 years.
So can you tell me, who are your clients?
Anything from just mom and pop and friends of mine to commercial accounts. James Avery being one of the larger ones.
Tell me about the pieces that you do for James Avery. Do you do all of them there in the store?
Well, we have done their jewelry cases. When they opened a new store, we would do their jewelry cases. Typically, there'd be 15 to 22 different cases.
Wow, and they need them all at once.
They need them pretty much all at once, yeah. The wonderful thing about them, they just do, if you've ever been in one of their stores, they do wonderful work, and it's a great backdrop for the pieces, and the pieces are a great backdrop for their jewelry as well.
Now, are most of your clients like that? Do they all have their own ideas, or do you have to come up with some?
They really don't. I get everything from drawings on napkins, from a pocket, a handful of clippings out of magazines. So it really doesn't matter. We can kind of take it in either way. Either, I can help them with the design, or their designer or architect can do that, or I have a architect as well that can do that.
Oh, okay. So you just work on mostly new type of construction, or?
I really don't. Most of what I do is standalone furniture. I do an occasional kitchen or an office or things like that need to be built in, but typically it's standalone furniture or doors.
So tell me, what's the largest project you've worked on?
Probably one is that we did all the doors in a fairly large residence here in Bernie. There were about 50 doors.
Wow.
Including the entry set, which was just a spectacular door. It's 10 feet tall, 3 inches thick. It was made out of mesquite and native cherry. Just a gorgeous set of doors, and unique in that they had a door within a door, much like the mission doors.
Oh, neat.
And that's what the client asked me to pattern these after.
Well, how about if I've looked through a magazine and I've seen something, but the color's not right or this isn't right? Can you work from something like that?
Yeah, we can. A lot of what we've done over the years has been that type of client and those type of projects. Typically, they look around, they can't find anything that's big enough. We've got a lot of large-scale houses in Bernie.
Yes.
And that's pretty typical. They go to the store and they cannot find something that's quite to scale with the house. Or, again, like you say, it's the wrong color. It's not quite the way they want it, or they want it out of local wood. Or So any of those kind of parameters we can work with.
Where do you find a lot of the wood that you work with?
Well, we have the normal places, in San Antonio and out of Austin, just the regular distributors. But some of the other woods that we got, some of the mesquite I've cut myself. St. Peter's, most of that mesquite was cut down in Three Rivers by myself and my son and a couple other people that weren't too smart on a July day. But the long leaf there are several people that have businesses that reclaim that and resaw it. So it really is still pretty readily available.
Typically, how long would a process take to create a table from scratch, for instance?
Well, it can be, if you have a good idea of what you want, it can be relatively quick, as far as one meeting. If you're very specific about what you want and you can't visualize too well, but you want somebody to do that for you, it can take 3 or 4 meetings, and you may have to do color samples and furniture samples. If it's a hand scrape piece, you're going to have to do all those things so that you can visualize what it's going to be, and possibly even mock-ups, just to see that you're on the right track.
Well, thank you for joining us today, Brent. I love all your projects, and I can't wait to see what we're going to put in my house next.
Hey, I can't wait either.
Thank you, and we'll be right back with more Discover Bernie.